Teacher-student. Flop comes up ace, 10, 6. Dan hits his aces, but checks.
I'm shocked he checked that.
Yeah, I am too. Oh, there's the cash and the trophy. First place gonna take home $1 million.
Doc Sands out in front at the moment, but still pretty impressive. 2 amateurs, 2 pros fighting it out for this title.
All right, back down at it. Dan Perper now from Illinois. Wow, he's got a pair of queens.
Well, he has caught his share of tickets at this final table, that's for sure.
Makes it 150 to go. Doc Sands, though, has ace-queen.
I like this call by Doc. Most always he would 3-bet in this situation with this hand, but not now. He's the chip leader up against the guy sitting in second chip position.
Joseph and Jim go out, so 2 big hands gonna battle here. Ace queen versus a pair of queens, and the flop is a queen.
This could spell doom in terms of losing a lot of chips here for Doc Sands. He's got top pair, top kicker. No possible flush draw out there. I just don't see him not losing a lot of chips in this pot.
Sure. Perper makes the continuation bet with a set.
And again, Doc just calls.
Yep.
He's keeping the pot as small as possible here, but you've got top pair and top kicker. It's hard to do, especially when your opponent checks to you.
5 of hearts on the turn, and Perper's gonna dig the hole, put the branches and twigs over it, waiting for the sucker to fall in. That's Doc Sands. And he does bet it. 340.
You know, anybody would bet after your opponent checked right there. But it's no check raise. And now the board pairs 6s, giving him queens full, and it's the kind of card that could spell more doom for Doc Sands, especially when his opponent checks like he did there. You have to feel like you have the best hand.
Yeah.
If you're in Doc Sands' seat the way this hand was played.
Oh, yeah. So Doc's gonna put out 530,000. But look at this, a quick all-in by Dan. Might have been too quick.
Maybe too quick is right.
Count.
And it cost Doc another $710,000 to make the call. A lot of money in the pot right now. But Doc has got to be saying to himself, no way a guy's going to bluff off his last money here. Surely in this format where the guy gets 0 going out next. Well, you just have to think your opponent's got a set the way the hand was played now. It's just too big a risk to go out in 4th place.
Yeah, you're right.
When 3rd place gets 430,000 and 4th gets 0.
Yep.
Let's see if Doc can sort it out.
It's the best bluff I've ever seen. If it's bluff.
He lays down the hand.
Yep.
What a laydown by Doc Sands. Had he played that hand any faster, for sure, he's going to lose another $710,000.
Well, that is a big comeback for Dan Perper, who's now the chip leader.
And he started this final table in nearly last place. Finished 4th last year. This year, he's chip leader with 4 left.
2 years in a row for Daniel Perper to make the final table. That is really impressive for the 38-year-old out of Illinois.
Well, action's on Jim Courtney. He's got the Queen Jack here. He's going to get out.
And now Dan Perper with a pair of 5s. Yep, he'll raise it. Makes it 225,000 to go. Doc Sands out. And now Joseph Cheong.
Okay.
Joseph in dead last place right now, but
Whoa.
picked up just the hand he's looking for to get his money in there.
Yeah, he's pushed all in, and Dan with a quick call.
When you get your money in, you might not win, but you're happy to get it in with a premium hand.
Yes, you are.
Another race situation for all the dough. It was the ace-king that crippled Joseph Cheong in the biggest pot of the night when Doc Sands had the ace-king and he had 2 queens. Now he's got the ace-king. Race after race after race is what we've been seeing at this final table tonight. So far, the all-ins have won every race.
Here it is.
Well, it's come queen, 10-3. Joseph needs a jack for the win and ace or a king to take the lead. A deuce comes off, but it's a deuce of diamonds, which gives Daniel a flush draw. That is not good for Joseph Cheong. Takes 3 of his outs away. Let's catch an ace, king, or a jack. It's not a diamond.
We're going to do it.
He does it! The jack comes off on the river, and Joseph Cheong stays alive. Unbelievable.
Attention! This is an urgent bulletin for anyone who wants to go to Las Vegas to play in the WPT World Championship in December. Time is running out for you to win a $12,400 WPT World Championship package on WPT Global. Satellites are running every day, but they won't last for long. If you or anyone you know wants to play poker in Las Vegas, it is imperative you pass this message along. Not listening to this message means you won't be going to Las Vegas to play in the $40 million guaranteed World Championship. You won't be playing at the beautiful Wynn Resort and Casino. You won't be rubbing shoulders with poker's biggest names, and you will have severe symptoms of FOMO. Download WPT Global today and use the promo code YT55 on sign up to get 4 free satellite tickets. Time is ticking.
Interesting turn of events, but let's go to this one. This time, Dan Perper with just a jack 8.
What am I doing?
Seems like he's in tilt mode here a little bit.
It's a steam raise here, Vince, that's for sure.
Makes it 120 to go. Doc Sands out. Joseph with his little suited connector is going to make this call. And now Jim has a pair of 7s.
Oh, Vince, he's on the short stack right here.
Perfect time to push.
Yeah, great time for a squeeze, but he just calls.
Yeah. Disappointed with that play.
Well, you just don't know, Vince. You know, he wants to see a flop first before he commits all his chips.
And the flop comes up jack 8-6.
Joseph checks.
So that gives Perper, of course, jacks and 8s.
Well, he's got top 2 pairs. Not slow playing these. You just don't want to slow play with 4 players left.
Well, 160,000 being bet.
Well, Joseph's got bottom pair, but gives it up.
Yeah. And Jim.
Man, this amazes me, Vince. He could easily get away from this hand right here, right now. Really, all he can beat is a bluff. But he's going to make the call here. So he just continues to trip over himself how he's playing this hand. Maybe it'll work out for him. Let's see.
Well, a 9 helps him.
Well, gives him an open-end straight draw. Might get him in trouble.
All in. I call.
Well, all in and called. And if he doesn't catch a 5, 7, or a 10, he's not only in trouble, he's out of here.
There are 7.
Pair of 7s. Jim has jack 8 on 2 pair.
Well, Jim has an open-end straight draw. Must catch a 5, a 10, or a 7 to win this pot. Daniel flopped the top 2 pair. So we could be down to 3 players if Jim doesn't catch a 5, a 7, or a 10. Everybody on their feet.
Yep, it's coming down to this, Mike.
Jim Courtney, the amateur, needs some help to stay alive.
He'd love to suck out here. Let's see if he can get lucky.
All right, Jim Courtney, 5, 10, or a 7. Doesn't happen. A king comes off.
Thanks, boys.
That is going to do it.
Have a great day. See you, Frank.
We are down to the money. Handshakes all around for Jim Courtney. Vince, he played a really nice game tonight. Just wasn't meant to be.
Mike, he came in as the chip leader. Jim Courtney, the so-called amateur, the businessman, out in 4th place, doesn't make the money. In fact, he loses, and he's over to talk to Matt Savage.
Jim, frustrating, nerve-wracking, or fun?
Probably all of those. Every time somebody went all in and I had a chance to end up in the money, they pulled it out. And there's not much you can do. You know, I've got short stacked at the end, and that's that.
Do you feel like you got your money's worth?
Yes.
Well, that's all that counts, and believe me, I wish everybody had an attitude like you.
Well, there's a bubble boy. Well, I am the bubble grandpa.
Well, thanks for being here, and
My pleasure.
Obviously it was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, well, good.
Kimberly, back to you.
First start on the short stack.
That's 1 bid.
Now the big chip leader, but he's up against 2 of the best pros around.
Sands quickly folded. Now Joseph Cheong has gone all in with a pair of 5s.
970.
And Dan's got ace-3.
If you're gonna call, at least wait till my beer gets here. I call.
And he's going to make this call.
All in and a call.
He's going to try to knock out Cheong with his ace high. Now, he is a dog, but strange things have happened, and our chip leader with an opportunity here to knock out the very talented Joseph Cheong.
Whoa, whoa,
No, Joe's
Doc.
gonna get.
are
Joe,
you
we can't
serious?
team up on you?
No, that's not cool.
So just that quick, once they're in the money, the chips are flying fast and furious, Vince.
There they are. Okay, here comes the flop. And the flop comes up 10,
Two more
9,
outs.
3. No help for Dan Perper, so Joseph feeling good about that flop.
Well, Dan hits bottom pair, but not enough to beat the 2 5s.
And the diamonds on the turn. That helps
is a reverse.
Joseph because Dan doesn't
Reverse
have a
than last
diamond.
time.
Joseph, of course, has a 5 of diamonds. Big opportunity for a double up here, and he's going to get a double up. 8 of diamonds on the river.
970. 970.
Dan sits back down. Just when you had a lot of chips, you don't.
Yeah, Joseph Cheong has made over $8 million already in his poker career, and he's just 26 years old.
Well, he came in 3rd in the World Series main event a few years back. Made
120.
over $4 million in that event. That's pretty good. Let's go to this hand. Joseph right now has raised with an ace-6 of clubs. Daniel Perper right behind him with a king-deuce of diamonds.
And look at this. Joseph has raised, and Dan Perper looks like he's getting out raising chips here, Vince. And indeed he is.
Oh,
275,000.
but look who wakes up with a huge hand. David Sands.
You just gotta love it.
Pair of kings.
You're playing three-handed poker. One guy's raised, the other guy's re-raised. You look down and find 2 kings.
He says all in. Joseph out. Daniel.
Oh, man.
Perper also
better than I
out.
thought.
Doc Sands picking up a monster.
I don't think I was folding that one though.
Attention! This is an urgent bulletin for anyone who wants to go to Las Vegas to play in the WPT World Championship in December. Time is running out for you to win a $12,400 WPT World Championship package on WPT Global. Satellites are running every day, but they won't last for long. If you or anyone you know wants to play poker in Las Vegas, it is imperative you pass this message along. Not listening to this message means you won't be going to Las Vegas to play in the $40 million guaranteed World Championship. You won't be playing at the beautiful Wynn Resort and Casino. You won't be rubbing shoulders with poker's biggest names, and you will have severe symptoms of FOMO. Download WPT Global today and use the promo code YT55 on sign up to get 4 free satellite tickets. Time is ticking.
Table we go. And he's at 10,000. Blinds are going up to 40 and 80,000. Quick fold by Joseph Cheong. And now Dan Perper with an ace-deuce.
Well, Dan and Doc Sands have almost exactly the same amount of chips here.
Dan with ace high in a 3-handed poker game. You gotta like ace high, so he is going to raise, makes it 200,000 to go.
Man, they got in trouble with the ace-3 a minute ago. Now he's got the ace-deuce.
Doc Sands with a little suited connector.
Doc Sands won a big pot with the 8-7 of hearts a moment ago. He's got it again.
Yep, he's gonna call it. And don't
Someplace
forget,
in
Doc
the
has helped Dan along the way with his poker game a little bit, so it's teacher-student. Flop comes up ace, 10, 6. Dan hits his aces, but checks.
I'm shocked he checked that.
Yeah, I am too.
If you raise before the flop with ace-deuce and you hit ace, you have to bet there.
Oh, and a 9 of diamonds on the turn. That gives Doc Sands the straight. What a card for him.
Well, unbelievable. Dan Perper checked the 2 aces on the flop. Could come back to get him. Could be a little salt in the Perper.
What a bad check on the flop by Dan Perper, who's allowed Doc to outdraw him right there. 185 was bet and called down to the river at 8 of diamonds. 4 to the straight. Dan checks. Doc gonna try to get as much as he can out of the man with the aces. That's 540,000. Dan Perper. Feel the trouble he's in.
Yeah. He knows now it's going to be hard to beat anything that a guy can play with.
Any 2 cards you have that you call my raise with got there.
He is correct. Just misplayed the hand by not taking advantage of the continuation bet, especially when you hit this late in the game. And he's gonna at least make the good laydown at this point. Doc Sands takes over as the chip leader.
Nice hand.
On the turn of events, Doc Sands, 28 years old, a tough professional poker player, looking good here tonight as the chip leader.
Well, a couple former ones to watch here have gone on to great prominence in the poker world, have taken down tons of money at such a young age. Joseph Cheong and Doc Sands.
And we are down to 3 players. They're all gonna make money here at the high roller. Action's on Dan Perper. Dan with a 9-8 this time is gonna raise, makes it 160. Doc Sands throws away king high, and Joseph now with a little junk hand, 6-5. Does he want to invest in this?
I bet he's invested in a lot worse hands than this. So he is going to make the call, wants to see a flop. Joseph Cheong, an action man, as we say, likes to see flops and likes to fight for them.
On the flop comes up a queen, jack 6. So Joseph getting a piece of that checks. Perper with nothing there. Inside straight draw, that's about it. Dan's gonna make the continuation bet of 95,000. And he's getting called.
Look how quick Joseph Cheong called that.
Sure did.
Thinking his sixes are the best hand, which they are. Now the 3 of clubs comes off, possible flush out there as well. Joseph checks.
Does Perper have the heart to keep betting?
Yeah, and if he fires another shell, going to be very difficult for Joseph to call it. Looks like he is doing just that.
Yep. 165.
You just wonder how much more heat Joseph Cheong can stand. I mean, this looks like bailout time, but not for him.
With just 6s and no club.
That is incredible. He made this call. Most players would have just quickly mucked 2 6s there.
Deuce of diamonds on the river. And Joseph is going to check again. Oh.
Now Dan Perper's got to be saying, the guy called me on the flop, called me on the turn.
I don't see how he makes these calls. This is tremendous play by Joseph Cheong. Right there, that's brilliant poker. Read his man perfectly, and it's going to pay off.
Just never believe me, huh?
Not anymore.
God, I wish you would have not believed me the 4 hands ago.
I probably wouldn't have if I had something.
Joseph and I are actually pretty good friends, and he's a great player. I think he's very tricky. You really never know what you're up against when he's in a hand with you.
On Jack 7X.
Well, that part is true. Joseph Cheong is tricky. He also fights for pots, as you just witnessed. Would not lay down the 6s, stacked up the chips.
All right, play goes to David Sands, this time with a jack 10. Sands is going to raise, makes it 160 to go. Joseph with a king queen, not going to raise, just calls. Dan takes a breather. Here we go.
Oh, king jack 9 is the flop. Joseph's got top pair and a gut shot.
Sorry, check.
Doc has got middle pair and a gut shot, and they both check. Oh, and the queen of diamonds comes off. Joseph Cheong has top 2 pair, kings and queens. Doc has a straight. This could get bloody.
Joseph checks again. Oh, what a great card there for Doc Sands. Hitting it straight just like that.
Just incredible. And he is reaching for chips. Folks, he takes his time when he plays. As I've said before, I love how Doc Sands plays poker, but I hate the way he plays it. Very slow.
Well, it's 185 and it's been called. Doc in front with a straight and a club on the river.
So now possible flush out there, which you know Doc's not crazy about seeing because he's got a straight.
Joseph checks again.
These are the 2 chip leaders.
Doc Sands putting in a value bet there. It looks like 440. He's thinking this guy couldn't have a flush, really. I got the straight.
Got the way he's sighing and moaning over there.
It's definitely a value bet, but can definitely value worse.
He's paying off the value bet, and Doc Sands is going to win. Well, Joseph read it right, but he just paid it off. Curiosity killed the cat there.
Oh, boy.
With that hand, Doc Sands vaults into a huge chip lead.
Things are going his way tonight.
Well, they are now, but a while ago, he was in 5th place with 5 players left.
Dan Perper just went from a massive chip leader to now the short stack Action's on him. He's got
I'm all in.
king 7. He's going to push all in.
Yeah, he's pushing all in is right.
Doc's got a pair of 5s.
So he's going to try to make something happen here.
Now, the thing is, usually with 5s, you don't call off with a small pair. You either bet it off or you don't call it off, but in this instance, it's not that much, considering how much Doc has now.
Yeah. Vince, it's nearly 1.2 million. Well, that's not so little.
Can knock a guy out, though.
All in.
If you think the guy doesn't have a bigger pair, okay.
More importantly, you can still have 2.3 million even if you play and lose the pot.
All right, so he has called. Joseph goes away.
One more race, at least, here tonight. The 2 overcards versus the under pair. Daniel must win this pot to stay alive.
King 7 versus the 5s. Here we go. Oh, and a 5-8-4, 3 of a kind like that for Doc Sands.
Daniel has a straight draw. 6 would give him a straight.
Daniel's got some possibilities.
Jack of spades.
Not
Jack
there.
comes off. Daniel Perper must catch a 6 on the river, a gut shot straight to stay alive in this tournament.
Down to the river. Here it comes.
It's an 8, full house for Doc Sands. That's going to do it for Daniel Perper from Highland Park, Illinois. Finished 4th in this tournament a year ago, 3rd tonight. Really, really good stuff, Vince.
Yeah, he didn't make many mistakes. A big effort by Daniel Perper. Out in 3rd place. And right now he's talking to Matt Savage.
You came in tonight as a big underdog, the shortest stack on the table. And now, are you satisfied with this finish?
Yeah, I'm definitely satisfied. Obviously, once I got to 4 million in chips, I thought I had a pretty good shot at it. And first hand, 3-handed, I had to call Joe, you know, I can't beat 5s tonight.
I think your kids are going to be happy you're on TV a little longer this time, and
Yeah,
a
that's
3rd
true.
place finish again here at the High
That's
Roller.
true. And I have to say hi and thanks to my wife, Danielle, she's awesome, and my kids, Emma, Amanda, and Benjamin.
All right, I'm sure they're very proud of you.
All right, thanks a lot.
Kimberly, back to you.
Attention! This is an urgent bulletin for anyone who wants to go to Las Vegas to play in the WPT World Championship in December. Time is running out for you to win a $12,400 WPT World Championship package on WPT Global. Satellites are running every day, but they won't last for long. If you or anyone you know wants to play poker in Las Vegas, it is imperative you pass this message along. Not listening to this message means you won't be going to Las Vegas to play in the $40 million guaranteed World Championship. You won't be playing at the beautiful Wynn Resort and Casino. You won't be rubbing shoulders with poker's biggest names, and you will have severe symptoms of FOMO. Download WPT Global today and use the promo code YT55 on sign up to get 4 free satellite tickets. Time is ticking.
David Doc Sands out in front with 5 million. Joseph Cheong 1.2. Lines of 50 and 100,000
1.1 now.
for the super high roller. 2 outstanding young pros going into battle. David Sands now with a king 3. First to act.
Well, Doc.
All in.
And he's going to go all in with it.
Well aware the king high is a favorite over a 2-card random hand.
Joseph with a suited connector, 9-10 of spades.
So pretty, but
But no, he's going to wait. He's
You
going to
want to
wait.
see flops with that hand, but not for all your dough.
There you go.
should have just Q-nixed you right there.
David Doc Sands, summa cum laude, graduate with honors from Hamilton College, upstate New York. Very bright guy, looking to take down his first high roller title.
All in.
Now look at this. Joseph with ace-3 has gone all in. A quick snap call by David Doc Sands with an ace-8. Wow, it could be over this fast.
I'll take a chop.
I bet you will.
If the ace-8 holds up, David Doc Sands will be our champion.
Whoa, what an opportunity. He was a short stack tonight, and now he's battled back, and the flop is a queen 5 deuce.
Now, neither of these guys have shown emotion all night long when they've been all in or had somebody all in. They remain stoic until it's over.
Joseph would love to hit a 3 or a 4 and take the lead. Bets an ace.
Ace of diamonds. Now, if the board pairs deuces or 5s, they would split this pot.
A lot of things could happen, but one thing could be that Doc Sands could become the high roller champion here at Bellagio. He's 1 card away. Can he put Joseph to rest? Here we go. He's done it. He's done it.
Well, you finally see some emotion out of Doc Sands. He takes down that ever-elusive title he's been looking for.
9 of spades on the river.
Finally.
Gonna complete it for Doc Sands as he goes to his wife. Big hug and kiss. He's the champ. Gonna take home over $1 million. Actually, $1,023,000. And right now, Joseph Cheong over to talk to Matt Savage.
Well, it's never good to come in second. Although in this event, when you had a bubble of 400,000 and you still won over 600,000, are you satisfied?
You know, I'm very happy, and I'm happy for my friend David. So, you know, I can't complain about second place.
Does it soften the blow at all to lose to a friend?
Yes and no. We're very competitive, so it's kind of like a dagger in the heart. But at the same time, I'm happy for him. So.
Yeah, well, you'll have other chances to get him back.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It'll happen.
All right, Mike, over to the winner.
We're thrilled that you won this title. Congratulations to David Doc Sands. Once again, Kimberly, back to you, Vince. Give the man the trophy. There you go.